hills of Caryville, Tennessee, this location is known to be one of the state's most haunted places, with claims ranging from satanic rituals, shadow apparitions, and vehicle malfunctions. After being brought to our attention by several people and hearing all accounts of paranormal activity, this location was indeed in need of scouting. With that being said, come on our journey and our adventure with us.
We're headed down to Red Ash Cemetery in Caryville, Tennessee. This has been a long-awaited investigation. Had many people tell us that we needed to check this location out, so we figured that it'd only be fair for us to head down, do an overnight investigation, just see what we can catch.
Yeah. You know, we've had so many people come to us and talk about their experiences at this location. Seems like, I don't know, it's numerous people that's come to us and talked about Red Ash Cemetery, so it's only right that we come and give it the 4D paranormal treatment. You know, we're going to investigate every angle we can just to let people know that, you know, we're here to do it right.
With no real luck of finding much history of this area, we did not know which direction to approach our investigation. We've heard so many compelling stories of personal experiences from people from different walks of life. We were ready to try and capture legitimate evidence to add to the mystery of this location. Several people have had claims of seeing and hearing a ghost train along the tracks beside Turley Cemetery, also known as Red Ash. These train tracks, from what we know, have not been in use for many years. The following clip you're about to witness was presented to us by a client of mine who has had several experiences there. You be the judge of what you're about to see. What exactly was the source of what was captured on video that night? Could it have been someone playing an elaborate prank? Could it possibly have been an actual locomotive seated on these tracks thought long to be out of use? Or could it indeed have been the infamous phantom train itself making an appearance? We'll let you decide.
Also claims of satanic cults coming down here and doing rituals and sacrificial things. That could potentially open a gateway to good and evil spirits.
Oh yeah, definitely.
To call this place home.
Definitely. And with that claim being made, I also have a friend that's a police officer over in this area, and he said there has been reports of people sacrificing animals and whatnot down here, and that he's been also alerted to come and, you know, tell them to leave or remove yourself from the property. So the claims of sacrificing is pretty on point, I feel, considering he's a police officer and actually told me that himself.
Right. It's not just like legend that these things are happening. It's actually happening.
Exactly. He couldn't really go into detail what really happened, you know, because of his job and whatnot, and privacy acts. But, you know, yeah, he said there was actually people that's been known to come over and sacrifice animals and whatnot.
Whenever we came to scout this location initially, about a month ago, we had a gentleman come up, actually rode up to our location, asked us what we were doing. We told him that we did, paranormal investigations. And he told us that he grew up in the area and that he and some friends would go out snake hunting out here on the road. And that late one night, they saw hooded individuals cross the road right in front of them, look at them, and then just continue on out into the woods. And we assume that these were members of a satanic cult who potentially just did a satanic ritual, maybe in the cemetery.
Maybe so.
So, I mean, there's definitely that stuff is going on, and it's been going on here for quite some time.
Quite some time. I mean, like I said earlier, we've had so many people want us to come investigate this location because of all the claims. And honestly, some of the people that has talked to me about it has had personal claims and incidents happen to them. So, with that being said, man, we have to come check this place out. We scouted it out, like you said, about a month ago. It could be, I don't know, bro. We might have went ahead. Can you make that sound off for us again? Can you?
The REM pod obviously wasn't moving, and we were getting spikes in electromagnetic activity, obviously, and it wasn't consistent. So it's definitely some strange stuff going on here.
A lot of fluctuation.
I can't really read your headstone here. I just came here to visit and speak with you. Would you mind to touch that device there with the red light on it for me, please? Is that you trying to communicate?
After conducting some experiments and experiencing some unexplained occurrences, we were anxious to make our return.
I'm gonna break all the equipment down, guys. We did a few little experiments, and I ain't gonna lie, it was very odd that the magnetic field detector was signaling like it was, but it was like an in or out. I don't know. It was weird. It'd come and go.
Their electronic devices laying in the same exact spot that way. If we laid them down, then the EMF detector would have continually went off the entire time. However, it would go completely down to 0, and then it would just randomly spike. It just various times, and we just couldn't quite figure out exactly what was going on with that.
We're coming back here to do a legit, thorough investigation during the nighttime, and we'll see what we can catch. Hopefully we can catch everything possible that you guys have relayed to us in messages and talk to us about. I hope we can give you something really solid and some great evidence here, so we can, bring Red Ash Cemetery, which is also known as Turley Cemetery, the real name, correct?
Correct.
To the forefront, to let people know that, hey, this is one of Tennessee's top haunted locations, like they say.
There it is, it's in view now.
Turley Cemetery.
Better known as Red Ash Cemetery.
One of Tennessee's most hauntedest.
And some claims are that it is the most haunted cemetery in the state of Tennessee. Now that's a bold claim.
Bold claim.
So if it is in fact the most haunted, we should come away with some evidence.
Here we go, guys. We're about to let y'all know what's up.
Here we go.
We're here to let you guys know. We're going to give you the raw and uncut evidence we capture here. Regardless what happens, we're going to give it to you guys like you want us to investigate it. We're here.
This is essentially where the rubber meets the road. A lot of people want to come along with us, but when you're in one of the allegedly most haunted cemeteries in the entire state of Tennessee, a lot of people aren't about that. They get out here, the sun goes down, and it's a totally different story. So we hope tonight, when that does indeed happen, which should be pretty soon, as it's about 7:30 p.m. right now, hopefully things get pretty crazy.
Hopefully it gets wild, guys. Come on our journey and our adventure with us.
As night falls, the ominous feeling that we weren't alone begins to consume the location. Overwhelmed with anticipation to kick off the investigation, we begin by doing our routine equipment check to ensure that we were prepared for our overnight stay.
Note that we have side-by-sides in the background. It may be hard to get audio for you guys. This is the famed Red Ash Cemetery. Yeah. It is dark.
Unbeknownst to us, we're down here. I'm gonna do a spirit box session.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and set a REM pod down here also. This is REM pod, guys. You know, that also picks up magnetic field detections. So if anything breaks this, the field it puts out, then it will alert us. Like, it can't be set off by an ordinary object that does not kind of throw a magnetic field out. So if like you stick a limb or a tree towards it, it's not gonna set it off. So, I mean, we're gonna see what's up here now. I'm gonna zero everything out. Spirit box is turned on in my pocket, bro. No, the spirit box is turned on in my pocket. I think that's why I kneeled down, but it was weird. Yeah, I kneeled down and the spirit box started making static. And I'm sure it's on. Something started making noise. That was weird. The absence of tone usually emitted by the pod was something we had not experienced before. Therefore, we were not certain that we had received a hit at this time.
What just lit up right there? What was that?
I think it's the temperature, I'm thinking. That was weird, bro, 'cause this ain't on.
It ain't on now?
No. Like, now, this is weird, guys. I know my camera picked the audio up, but I kneeled down to place the REM pod on the ground. The spirit box in my pocket, which I'm hoping my camera, which was aimed towards the ground so the footage ain't gonna be great, it had to pick up the audio of it coming on and it went back off. Could be a coincidence, don't get me wrong. I was bent down and I could have turned it on, but there's several buttons on front of this thing, and when I pulled it out of my pocket, it was not on. Kind of odd to me, you know.
Yeah, for real. As you can see, there's the REM pod.
So we don't come with any kind of disrespect. The device I sit down with the red light on it, if you touch it, I'm sure you're familiar with those. It will not hurt you in any kind of way. But if you touch it, it will alert us that your presence is here with us. Could you touch that for me right now? Maybe light it up to a green. Are you aggravated that people come here so much and so often and disturb you guys? If so, touch that for me. I'm just trying to get some answers from you guys, and maybe we can communicate this way. I'm gonna step away. Maybe I'm intimidating. I'm sorry if I am.
The individuals who are buried here, I'm talking to come and interact with us and touch that device laying on the ground over there with the red light on it, please. And let us know that you're here with us.
What we're doing, guys, we're trying to kill a little time. But we're trying to catch some evidence before we go super hard with it. Possibly. If there is any presence around us, Can you give us a sign that you are here? Throw something. Make a noise. Touch the REM pod, the device down here on the ground that will not hurt you in any way. Light it up to let us know that you're here with us. Are you filming right now, bro?
Wow.
Is this statue's head missing?
Kind of looks like it.
Last time we was here, guys, I just noticed this after standing here for a minute, but the statue's head is gone. I have footage that we had taken on our scouting expedition here, and we have footage of this statue's head. That is really disrespectful if somebody did that, and whoever it was put flowers on its head. Like, who does that kind of shit? Like, this is the issue when you got people that's running around down here that is not professional in any type of way, that is not respectful to what's going on here. Like, if there is spirits here, y'all act like it's some kind of game or something. You don't even come down here and film with equipment to capture evidence. You just want to get an experience for yourself, which is cool. But don't come to a graveyard and just destroy stuff. Like, what is wrong with people? Man, I'll tell you right now, I catch you down here and just my guy smacking fucking teeth out. And I'm gonna go ahead and say again that the light that you're seeing right now is infrared, invisible to our naked eye. We don't run around with flashlights. I'm gonna click mine off to let you know what Corey's seeing. That's us right there. Like, that's what we are seeing right now. So it is.
I can barely see Garrett, all except for his little red.
You'll see a small hint of red light from the hours, but like, we can't see where we're going. See how this. Hey, I smell it. God. Odor. The lights you see here emitting from Corey's camera rig can only be picked up by our cameras, as stated earlier. This leaves us in total darkness. At this time, we wrapped up our initial walkthrough and moved forward with our next experiment. We positioned Corey in the center of the cemetery along with the REM pod, where he performed an SB7 spirit box session. So we'll go from there and we'll set this experiment up. Let's do it. It's better.
Is there anyone here that wants to speak with us? Can you tell me your name? You can come straight to my voice and speak directly to me and I can hear you. Can you give me a yes or no if there's anyone here? Is that you trying to come through? Is there anyone here with us?
Hold that thing up. See if like you hold it out and show it to them.
Can you speak directly into the device that's in my left hand? Do you want us to leave? Do you mind us being here? Do you like having so many people come down here? Do they disturb you? Camera's not dead.
I thought I heard it.
At this moment, we both recognized our stationary cam had died. Later during the evidence review, we realized the camera's memory card had no files present. The camera had previously been functioning properly and indeed had been recording. What was the cause? Paranormal or simply a mechanical malfunction? We aren't for certain.
Speak directly into the device that's in my left hand. Are you good or evil?
Something trying to come through.
Why haven't you crossed over yet? Why do you still reside here? Could you give us a yes or no on whether or not you want us to leave? Really faint. Did you kind of hear that?
Heard something.
Use all of your energy, please. Trying to get a little, some more responses. That's really good. We can hear you, but you have to speak up and be a little bit louder. Tell me your name. Who am I speaking with?
About too low, wasn't it?
Are you lost? Are you trying to cross over? Can you see me or just hear me? I promise it's not like I said here. Man, I got cold chills right now. Did you hear that?
I couldn't tell what it said back here, but yeah, I heard it.
Like it said here. I hope this, I know the voice recorder just picked that up. 8 minutes, man. Remember 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
On file number 13. So you can hear me. Is that correct? Can you give me a yes or no? Can you hear me?
How many of you are there? How many are there listening to me? Something's trying to come through, but it's muffled. I mean, we can sort of hear you, but you're very muffled. You're going to have to use a lot of your energy for us to hear you. Do you know that you're dead? Do you think you're still alive? Do you like it that we're here? Could you walk up directly in front of me and touch that device with the antenna on it? Please.
With no further responses, we decided to immediately follow this up with an EVP session filmed with the FLIR thermal imaging camera.
I have a voice recorder in my hand. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start an EVP session. So starting EVP session number 1. Is there anyone here with us that would like to speak with us? If so, I want anyone, any spirit that resides in this cemetery to come to my voice to speak with us.
We could not explain these random blips giving off heat signatures as you see here in the replays. Something that did not happen at any other time during the use of the thermal cam.
Your name is? Can you tell me how many of you there is? Could you please come up to this device that I'm pointing at here on the ground that has an antenna on the top and just touch that for me? Those lights will light up and it will let me know that you're here. Do you like us being down here?
We received no EVPs on our voice recorder and no further unexplained heat signatures during the remainder of this experiment. Next, we decided to use our Canon SL3 DSLR camera to snap burst photos of the cemetery.
We're taking some DSLR pictures right now with flash. Just a little experiment we're going to try, you know. See how it works. Not to debunk or hurt anybody's feelings. You know, there's a lot of moisture in the air, especially at nighttime, cooler time like this, hot, cold, you know, condensation. I can shoot this camera up, and we'll go ahead and bring it up. This is your classical, what people think is an orb. Look at all those. That's just the fog and the moisture in there, you know. I don't know whether you can see that on camera, but that's nothing paranormal, I don't feel, guys. That's just me. You know, we are here to deliver legitimate evidence to you guys. That's what our goal is. There's also a legend of a goat man being here that runs you out of the cemetery, correct?
Yeah.
I sure ain't seen him around. I love it for him to come pay a visit right now, though. So, goat man, if you're here, come pay us a visit. Are you intimidated by us? You're supposed to run people out of here. I'm not going to, like, what do they call that, you know, taunt nobody that's
Provoke.
or taunt anybody in this graveyard that's eternally resting here. But the goat man is a different story. He's supposed to be an evil creature that, you know, growls and chases you out of the cemetery, but we sure ain't seen him tonight, have we?
No, I sure haven't.
So, I'm ready to see you, bro. If there's any spirits in this graveyard with us, can you come stand next to this tree? Can you lean up against this tree? I don't see nobody yet. No. I'll walk my way through. Can you come stand next to this chair? Any spirit that can hear my voice here in this graveyard? Uh-oh. What's this? We are picking up some kind of figure on the ground, maybe? You see that? Can you wave at us? Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Very strange.
Heard an owl just now. Can you come stand next to that chair again? Can you come sit in that chair? That could be because it's human shaped, I'm guessing. Maybe. Can you appear beside that statue if you're here with us? Stand beside it. Manifest yourself beside this statue. Can you wave your hand at us? Can you hold your hand up? Can you wave? Please hold your hand up. Do you feel that could be just because of the statue's shape?
It's got a human form, sort of.
Yeah. Can you appear again? Guessing it's moisture coming out of trees.
Yeah, I have to.
There you go. Okay.
If this is a entity that is attached to this statue, can you raise your hands up for me? Can you disappear for me right now? Can you hold your arms out? Can you hear my voice? If so, nod your head.
Sort of like a nod. Nodded again, yeah.
Kind of like a nod. I mean, that could be a coincidence, but... Okay, can you hold your hand out for me? Do your hand like this. Uh-oh. Look at that. Wow. Can you hold your hand out for me? Do your hand like this. Uh-oh. Look at that. Wow. Wow. I got cold chills.
That's weird.
Thank you. Are you aggravated that people has messed with the statue here? If so, nod your head. Can you hold your hand out again like this? Hold your arm out if you can. Do it like mine, wave it.
As you heard, Corey and I attempted to debunk this due to the statue obviously having a human form. However, there was still no reason for the map figure to have been moving at all. We were also unable to explain the multiple seemingly intelligent responses we received.
Alright, so we've...
Laura, can you appear for us one more time on this tombstone? We've seen her. Wow, we're guessing it's her. It's almost like she's leaned up against the tombstone.
What we're thinking is we've gotten a reading of a person here and one there on the smaller one, and what I'm thinking is that is the child of this lady here whose name is Laura. They're buried side by side with similar headstones, and I believe if I could read it correctly, because they're pretty worn, that they both passed in 1902. Man, those are old. 1902, man. We're talking 118 years.
All right, now let's map something on the small one. Just one away. Can you manifest yourself in front of us right now? Do you mourn your passing of your child? Is that why you seem sad and leaned up against the tombstone? You can appear for me, that would justify our question.
I find it kind of odd how inconsistent this is at mapping somebody, because if the structure or the shape of the headstone is what's causing it to map a person, why wouldn't it be consistently mapping that person every time? Every time it looks like this.
Almost look like they're leaning.
Again, we had no explanation for the full body figures being mapped here. Take note that we did not observe this occurring on any other headstone. Could this possibly have been the spirit of the lady who cries over her grave and has been said to chase some people out of the cemetery?
Up against it.
And their heads always bent over and down.
Laura, if that's you, can you hold your hands up for me? Are you mourning your child? If so, looks like you got your head down. Can you hold your hands up above your head?
Please.
I couldn't imagine going through what you went through. No, bro.
"3:47 a.m. Our final camera's battery dies, leaving us with no choice but to wrap up our investigation. An occurrence that felt all too familiar with that of the ending of our first episode. After spending numerous hours at this location, including 8 hours of investigating over a course of a couple days, we leave with no notable personal experiences and minimal evidence to support claims of extreme paranormal activity said to take place here. However, with the overabundance of personal accounts and the legend that surrounds the area, there still very well could be something supernatural residing here at this quiet hillside cemetery. Something that lies between the realm of space and time, somewhere within the fourth dimension.
4D Paranormal Final Scene.
Hey guys, Garrett and I just want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for watching our second episode of Fourth Dimension Paranormal.
You know, this location presented an extreme challenge for us. We're not used to doing outside investigations, so we really had to step our quality up in our investigation ways.
As Garrett said, this is a very challenging location, but we were able to overcome all those hurdles, and hopefully we have brought you some top quality content.
You know, I'm a tattoo artist, so a lot of my clients has, relayed a lot of cool experiences that they've had at this location. So it really made us want to go dive head first into it and really see what we could find out about this place.
We were glad that we were able to get to this location, be able to get it to ourselves, investigate, and bring you what we caught. So hopefully you guys were entertained, as I've already said, and we hope that you guys will like, comment, subscribe, share this video on all forms of social media, and we look forward to hearing your feedback.
All right, guys, I guess that wraps it up. We're excited to present this episode to you, and we hope you enjoyed it. Just like you said, give us any kind of feedback. And, we just want to bring you guys into our experience of this whole paranormal thing.
We appreciate all the support, guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
See you soon.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.